Hi John. Okay, chipping going into pitching. First thing to practice for grip pressure is with a rescue club or a 3-wood. I've got a 3-wood because I haven't got a rescue club at the moment. Basically what we're doing here, we create a Y with our arms and the golf club. We have our feet more or less together. Elbow on this can actually touch your rib cage, or if you're wearing a waistcoat, you wear a watch, goes in your pocket. And you simply loosen the Y, collect the Y at the end. Lose the Y, collect the Y. So I have 2 balls down. All I'm trying to do is brush the ground, target side of those 2 balls. So lose the Y, collect the Y. Lose the Y, collect the Y. Lose the Y, collect the Y. The right arm is really acting as a piston, and the weight of the club sets the back of the right hand bends. This folds slightly, just fold, the wrist bends. That creates the power, that's how much power I've got. Now just put that power through. There, through. If you notice there's a little bit of knee movement as I go through the ball. Back, through. So with the ball in the middle, simply lose the Y back, collect the Y through. Trying to keep the club underneath the hands. There, lose the Y, collect the Y. There, go that a little bit more. You determine how far you want to hit it. Grip the club accordingly. That gives you the backswing you need. And then through. A little bit harder so you still more knees. Once you've got that, that's really for grip pressure. Once you've got that for the grip pressure, then what I suggest you do is get a 7-iron or a 5-iron. And all you do with that is simply the same drill. Try and have a bag in the way. I've also got a block of wood here. The feeling I've got is I'm hitting it into the golf bag. So I've line these balls up. I'm now using the same motion. Obviously this can't touch my side now because this club's shorter, but the elbow is still pointing in. So now again, as I go back, lose the Y, this is coming in that bend. And all I'm doing is extending my tricep, and I'm trying to get parallel with that piece of wood or hit the ball into the bag. It's there, hit the ball into the bag, parallel with the piece of wood. Again, whatever power I need, into the wood, and I'm moving through. Once you get the hang of that, all you then do is go to your pitching wedge. Now it's exactly the same motion. Again, we're just right at the bottom of the grip. Got our stance, we've got our Y elbows opposite our hips. Back, and throw. There's address, there's impact. As we move that back, the wrist will bend to our impact condition. We just turn that through the ball. So there, lose the Y, collect the Y, take a piece of wood. You feel like you're hitting the ball into the bag. The loft of the club gets it up, you're just hitting into the bag, you're making a hole there, which mine's getting quite deep already. Power you need here, that's impact. Move through, brush, just go through. It's a long chip, starting to introduce the other 2 factors. On a chip shot, we were using 2 power sources, radius and muscle power, and a slight pivot on the way through, but not really back. As we go to pitching, it's still the same thing. We feel from here we're getting the club into that piece of wood, hitting the ball into that bag, but the momentum is going to carry us further through. We're also set up to get more power. So now we're going to go to the second quarter, or half grip. If I go half grip, what I've now got to do is go half stance. So I've got half grip, half stance. Now again, all I do there to get my power, I'm now in my impact condition, and deliver it through. Here, I'm in my address, impact condition, deliver it through the ball. So, half grip, half stance, just deliver. You decided how far you want to hit it before you start. Depending on how far is where you grip the club, then there's your stance. The stance is controlling the pivot, the width of feet. Where we hold is controlling the radius. And obviously the pivot then controls whether we're using velocity power or not. We're just introducing velocity power. If we want to hit that a bit further, still feeling that we're getting level with this piece of wood, but now if we want to hit that a bit further, the name of the game here, 3/4 grip, 3/4 stance. Going back, same movement through, and then on. So we've got half grip, half stance. Here, lift through. 3/4 grip, 3/4 stance, gets us back further, through and on. Your basic shot for this is really, you've got two things. So we've got the basic stroke, quarter grip, half grip, so it's quarter grip, quarter stance, half grip, half stance, 3/4 grip, 3/4 stance. Then if we prefer the ball running rather than checking, we can use more of the radius and a shorter stance so we don't have too much pivot, and that will get the ball to run. If we want the ball to check, we can then use a wider stance, but stay down the grip. That way we're going to swing our arms further, and that's going to introduce the velocity power. So just to recap on that, if I want the ball to check quickly, I'll use a half grip with a 3/4 stance. That way I'm going to introduce more wrist action. If I want it to run more, I'll use a half stance with a 3/4 grip, so it's just the radius that's hitting it. Does that make sense? So the basic drills, start off with the wood to get your grip pressure and to just get the contact, then a 7-iron trying to hit into the golf bag. As you get the hang of that, then go up to the wedge, then do quarter grip, quarter stance, half grip, half stance, 3/4 grip, 3/4 stance. Once you get the hang of that, because you have certain distances, then it's how you want the ball to react to the other end. First way of controlling that is if you want it to run out more, you use more radius but keep the grip narrow, the stance narrow. If you want more backspin, lower grip, wider stance.